Hello everyone, I'm Gargi Gupta, Faculty of French at SRN International School, Jaipur, Jaipur, and I welcome you all to our official YouTube channel, SRN International School, Jaipur. In this subject video, I'm going to talk about one of the important topics of the subject French, that is les adjectifs. So let's start with our video. Now, the first question when we talk about our adjectives, it comes that what are adjectives? So we can say something about describing the words which are used to describe something, or in the layman language, we can say the describing words are called the adjectives. This is what we all have learned in English in our junior classes. So the definition for adjectives remain the same even in French. The describing words or the words which are used to describe a person, an event or a thing is known as an adjective. But what are the few things that we should already know about French adjectives? That is, the French adjectives change in order to agree with the gender and the number of the noun that they modify, meaning there can be up to 4 forms of a given adjective. Now, what are those 4 forms? Those 4 forms can be masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, or feminine plural. Let me simplify this for you. So, if your noun for which you are going to use the adjective is going to be of masculine and singular form, then the adjective used will be also of masculine singular form. If the noun you are using that is masculine plural, then the adjective used will also be masculine plural. And that is why we have 4 forms of adjective in French. In English, the adjectives are placed before the noun, while most French adjectives follow the noun they modify. Now, keep in mind, I have used the word most French adjectives, they follow the noun they modify, not all of them. For example, a livre vert, that is a green book. So in English, we write green book. So green is placed before the noun. But in French, you can observe it is un livre vert. Livre means book and vert means green. That is, the noun is there first and the adjective is placed after it. Now, what are those adjectives which are placed before the noun? Certain adjectives are there which are placed before the noun. But how to memorize them? Because it's very difficult to memorize so many adjectives. You have a trick for it. You can memorize them with the acronym BANGS. B is used for the adjectives which describe the beauty, for example, beau, belle, and jolie. The adjectives which describe the age, vieux, vieille, and nouveau. Numbers, G for which says good, that is bon or bon, which says the size, that is petite and grand. So all the adjectives which fall in the category of banks, they all are placed before the noun. And now it has been simplified for you. Now, there are some adjectives which have both a figurative and literal meaning and can be placed on the either side of the noun. When the adjective is figurative, it goes before the noun, whereas when the adjective is literal, it goes after the noun. Now, let's see the agreement with adjectives in the French. So, French adjectives change to agree in gender and number with the nouns they modify, which means there can be up to 4 forms of each adjective that we did in the first part only, that the different forms of adjective depend upon mostly on the final letters. Now, let's see some rules that we have to keep in mind when we are placing the adjectives. Most French adjectives add E for the feminine and S for plural. This rule applies to the adjectives that end in most consonants as well as all vowels except the unaccented E. It also includes all regular and most irregular present participles and past participles. Example, the adjective is amusant. Now, when you are saying it in masculine singular, it will be amusant. When your noun is feminine singular, it will convert into amusant and E will be added. If your noun is masculine plural, then your adjective will become amusant. S is added. When it is feminine plural, it will become amusant. That is the again having the same meaning but adding E and S. When the masculine singular adjective ends in an unaccented E, there is no difference between the masculine and feminine form. For example, the adjective rouge, which means red. Now, this is already ending in E, so all the four forms is going to have the E with them. In the plural forms, you are just going to add the S, but in feminine form, it is going to remain the same. So, my dear students, now I have a mini quiz for you. You can see there are two questions. The first is on dash espoir. Espoir means hope. Now you have to choose the correct form of this particular adjective and drop the answer in the comment section below. And the second is le dash ordinateur. Ordinateur, which means the computer. Now what you have to do, you have to check what is the form of the noun, and accordingly you have to choose the form of the adjective, and you have to write your answers in the comment section below. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel SRN International School. Have a nice day.